Xbox Live indie games. Yes, this is what we're talking about today. Xbox Live indie games, or XBILG, previously called Xbox Live Community Games, were video games created by individual developers or small teams of developers released on the 360 in Microsoft's Xbox Live Marketplace. You probably have a few memories if you played the Xbox 360 in its heyday. The games were developed using Microsoft XNA and developed by one or more independent developers that are registered with AppHub, which I think exists nowadays. Put on screen if it does or if it doesn't. And unlike Xbox Live Arcade titles, mainly things like Feeding Frenzy and other games that were on the original Xbox, these were generally only tested within the local creator community and had much lower costs of production and generally were less expensive to purchase. I remember back in the day they were around $2 to purchase, and as a kid, I didn't have any money, so I was happy to buy these games. The service was released to widespread use alongside the new Xbox experience. And as of November 2014, over 3,300 games had been released on the service, with many of them receiving media attention. All indie games currently require the user to be logged into their Xbox Live account, and, well, I mean, they're down now. It was shuttered on October 7th, 2017, but the legacy that these left behind were insane. So that's why we're going to be talking about three different Xbox Live indie games. We're going to be talking about the most popular ones. Yes, I kid you not. Some of the most popular indie games have had their lives be, well, I guess continued past the 360, because these games aren't available on the 360 anymore. You can't download them, you can't get them off the marketplace. These games are considered vaporware on 360. So the ones I can get my hands on today are pretty much that. The only ones I could. Now I know what you might be saying. You could just download them. You could emulate them. Well, I didn't. To put it bluntly, I didn't emulate them. I didn't do anything like that. I'm a good boy. I'm a good noodle. But we're going to be talking about the first one for today, Castle Miner Z, the most popular one, selling 1.5 million copies. Yes, this is the most popular Xbox Live indie game ever produced. It was originally released in 2011 and inspired by Minecraft, because Minecraft at the time didn't really have a release on consoles. It wasn't released till 2012, but they released it pretty much, well, right before Minecraft released on consoles. And when Minecraft released on consoles, this game was still popular. Its main objective is to be a survival type game with dragons, aliens, zombies, skeletons. It's like Minecraft, but for drug addicts. Yep. But you know what? I had a great time playing this game. So let's talk more about Castle Miner Z, shall we? Oh, where to begin? Well, why don't we just start from the beginning with Castle Miner. Castle Miner was released in July 27th, 2011 by Digital DNA Games and designed by Thomas Steinke. It was released on the platform of Xbox Live Arcade and was, well, later released to PC, with the first game not making it there. It was only on Xbox 360. However, the game we're going to be talking about today, Castle Miner Z, was released on PC and Steam very much later on. But for the release of the Xbox Live indie game version, it was released on November 9th, 2011, and is a sequel to the first game. In this game, it's basically like Minecraft, but if you gave it to somebody from the Bronx. Players have to mine for their own resources instead of starting with them. Players can also craft weapons such as shotguns or assault rifles. Another change from the original game is the addition of enemies, including zombies, dragons, and demons. The online mode can accommodate up to 2 to 8 players in cooperative gameplay. It also has achievements. Nope, I am not doing a 100% achievement run on this. Everybody weep. But let's just talk more about the gameplay itself. Castle Miner Z, like I said, is like Minecraft, but if you gave Minecraft to somebody or an AI and told them, make an update for Minecraft that makes me want to actually, like, throw up. You see, this game is not the prettiest looker. Yeah, no, it doesn't look the prettiest, but you know what? As a kid back in 2011, I didn't really have Minecraft, and Minecraft wasn't released until, well, 2012, specifically August 15th. But, you know, this game sold it so well for a reason. It's got this weird kind of charm to it. I don't know how to describe it. The main objective of the game is survival, and it's got all the survival things that, well, any survival game player would want, such as an inventory, crafting, mining, the whole 9 yards, and caves. But this game just feels kind of like really, really janky, but in a funny kind of way. I don't know how to describe it. It's basically like a tower defense, kinda. See, this game is, well, it's a copy. I'm not going to sugarcoat it, but it's got its own little charms that make it kind of fun. Like the guns. The guns are kind of weird because they're not really textured. Like, you have all these blocky areas, right? And then you just have these high-resolution guns with high-resolution player models that aren't blocky, all smoothed out. And that goes the same thing with the enemies, which I actually kind of do like the enemies in this game. Sure, they kind of look like a old grandma or something. I don't know how to describe it. Look at it, it's gross. But you know what? This game has more enemy variety than most Minecraft clones I'll be playing. It's got dragons. That's cool. As well as aliens that kind of look like the brutes from Halo. Instead of going like the brute sound like this, they go like that's my impression of an alien. I hope you guys like it. They also have demons. Holy shit. See, they have hell. They have a whole entire hellscape, which I barely went down to in this footage. But you know what? This game has a decent enemy variety. The graphics are kind of, you know, what you would expect for 2011, and it's a fun enough sandbox game. Granted, the objective of this isn't making huge builds. However, people have, trust me, people have made giant builds in this game. But, like, it's kind of just more like an adventure kind of game, if that makes any sense. The main goal of the game is, there is no goal. You can do what you want. But as kids, we kind of set our own goal as to get over to the Miner's Haven. See, this world is technically infinite. It's got thousands of blocks to explore and a distance meter on the top right. Now, you might be thinking, oh, it's just to see, you know, how far you've made it out in the world, you know. No. Shh. There are little points of interest throughout the world, like an alien crater, floating islands, mountains, and, well, a completely new biome dragon for each dragon, or for each biome, with the final one being the skeleton dragon. See, these dragons all have unique attacks and all health. It's very weird. It's, well, it's kind of interesting in a way. These different dragons drop different things and have different aesthetics to them. And the game isn't meant to be sort of like a game where it's meant to be, I guess, its own thing. It was designed to be a Minecraft copy. But you know what? This game kind of blows Minecraft out of the water with the amount of detail put into the enemies. I don't know why. There's different enemies that just look gross, and I mean, sure, they make horrific sounds that are basically stock sounds. But you know what? It's a good time. And back to the objective, going to 3,000 blocks gets you to a giant world with ore littering the floor, a hellscape, and an alien mothership with goo. You can make laser guns in this. And that's pretty much all I had to say. No, like, really, this game really doesn't have much going for it. But I think that's what makes it kind of fun. It's a jank-ass experience that you play with your friends, and you kind of just had fun. I put countless hours into this on the 360, and admittedly, I've put over maybe 20 hours into the Steam version. But I think we've talked about this game enough. Honestly, I think we really have. But we are going to just move on from here. We are going to be talking about the second game of this 3-part video. And that is my favorite out of the 3. Honestly, this game I put so much time into. And that is Total Miner Forge. Psych! We're not talking about Total Miner Forge. And I'll tell you why, just straight up right now. The game runs like piss. See, I fully intended to play Total Miner Forge for this video, but when I started the game up, I have no footage of this because literally it kept crashing my OBS and my computer. This game runs so bad. And I have a pretty decent computer, right? I'm not going to go into specifics here, but it should be able to run the game. See, this game was originally released for the 360 and is widely regarded as one of the best indie games of all time on the 360. Not all time, like, you know, on PC and all that. It's actually not really received that well on PC. However, for the 360, it's up there in terms of being rated highly. So instead, I'm just going to show footage of the trailer for this game See, there's 3 different game modes. There's Creative, Survival, and Dig Deep. See, Dig Deep is kind of weird. You have to collect blueprints that give you crafting recipes, and your objective is to get as deep as possible. A couple notable things about this game is the RPG mechanics and the shop blocks, which allow you to actually get any block in the game and give any block in the game a certain amount of value, making every block kind of useful in its own way, with some blocks being more, well, expensive. And of course you can buy RPG items like boots, armor, all this kind of stuff, and there's actual stats, which is kind of weird. But this kind of falls under the category of a Minecraft clone. Gee, I wonder if there's any Minecraft clones that are going to be in the future of this video. Gee, I sure wonder why this game was received so well. And it's actually kind of my favorite one, if it only didn't run so bad. Honestly, Total Miner Forge is probably one of the best Minecraft clones you can play. It's about $7, I believe. Put the price up on screen, but it was about $5 when I played it on 360, I believe. But generally, this game is received pretty well. It's got a pretty good niche community that makes mods and servers for it, but otherwise, I can't play it for this video. Just know it's a decent game. So instead, why don't we talk about Murder Miners? This was actually the top-rated indie game next to Castle Miner Z. You see, you had 2 contenders for the top indie games on Xbox, and that was Murder Miners and Castle Miner Z. With Murder Miners generally being remembered and favored more respectfully. See, Murder Miners was released on September 9th, 2012 on the 360 in indie games. It was developed by J-Force Games and Ethan Lee. It's using the XNA Game Studio engine that we talked about previously, and, well, was released on Xbox 360, with an Xbox One release even coming out later on, as well as Steam, Linux, and, well, Mac. This game was pretty much on everything. And it even has a sequel being developed, albeit it probably won't come out anytime soon, but you know what? I really like that. And it's still got a pretty good player community base. See, let's just talk more about Murder Miners as a whole, because Murder Miners is an interesting type of game. So let's not delay it any further. Let's go on to the next game, Murder Miners. Now, you might be watching this footage in the background here for Murder Miners, and you might be thinking, what happened to the resolution? Why is it all stretched out? I can hear the comments already. Just kidding, I love you guys. But the reason why it looks like this, don't blame me, I've got a curved monitor in 3440 by 1440. But this game doesn't have an option to record in 1920 by 1080. At least the resolution doesn't go to that length. But regardless, I really like playing Murder Miners, so I decided to hop in a game with me and my friends and play some good old-fashioned Murder Miners. And it's as good as I remember. You see, Murder Miners is basically if Halo had a baby with Minecraft, and also, for some reason, well, a zombie survival game. See, this game isn't like Minecraft in the sense of you make a world, you go out, you explore, you trip, you fall, and you cry. No, instead, you kill your friends. Yep, this game is about as Halo can get. But you know what? I will be damned. This game is a straight banger, alright? This game is quite literally a Halo replacement in all the weirdest ways possible. It's Halo, but with destructible environments, building blocks, and a whole lot of game modes and maps that are pre-baked into the game and made by the community. Holy shit. If only we had this level of dedication from modern games today. Ignoring Minecraft and Terraria and, well, I mean, a few other games, this game has so much community love for it. It is insane. Most of the footage here is just us playing the zombie survival mode, which was my favorite as a kid, but we also played a few murder matches, which is basically just like Slayer from Halo. With the most players, or well, the most kills of a player, they win. That's pretty much it. I mean, it's a deathmatch. Do I really need to explain it, besides me stumbling over my words? There's vehicles and all that in this game too, and they're about as broken as you think they are, but I'll be damned, this is a pretty fun time. I mean, even like 13 years later, 13 years later, I feel old. Even 13 years later, this game is still a blast to play with your friends. Just create a private lobby, it's about $3, and just have a fun time on this game. The weapons are balanced, the maps are amazing, all community made, which is, oh man, I can't get over that. See, it takes a lot for a game like this to be worth your money, But you know what? This game is worth it. It's fun, simple, and a great time with friends, as most games are. And well, I think I learned something from this video. Most of these Xbox Live indie games are hit or miss. But I think the point is that we're supposed to have these games as small little distractions, a quick pick-me-up kind of game, a small bite-sized game to play with your friends, and I think I kind of missed that part of it. Too bad Murder Miners is the best out of the three. Yeah, you heard me say it. Yeah, you can go to hell, Castle Miner Z. This game is fucking peak. I'd like to thank you for watching the video. I know it's been a shorter little video and kind of a random video at that, but I really enjoy making these types of videos, just diving deep, and I wish I could dive deeper, but well, let's just say I'm saving it for another video. So without further ado, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Stay sexy, everybody.